All right, so we already know that Piggy 2, is kind of confirmed. I mean, honestly, if it isn't, then that's shocking because, there's so many questions in Piggy that are still unanswered. Like, the cure, obviously, the cure. What about the cure? Like, you guys are not gonna be like, oh, hey, we defeated Mr. P, so now we're just gonna go home and live our normal lives. No, that's not the case because the infection is still going around. I mean, the other characters that are infected are still, walking around doing as they please. They most likely they will be in contact with other, non-infected, and they're going to create more infected. So today we're going to talk about what the plot for Piggy 2 could possibly be. So without further ado, let's just get the obvious one out of the way. The cure. Yes, we are going to find a cure for Piggy 2. Piggy 2 will revolve around us finding the cure for the infection. And the reason I say this is because at the end of chapter 12, when you finish the cutscene, Georgie says, or Georgie or George, whatever you guys want to call him, he basically says, "What now?" He then says, let's go find a cure. And while Zizzy and Pony don't, respond saying, yes, let's go do it, obviously they're going to agree with it. Who could possibly be the villain? Honestly, the villain, you'd think it's going to be Mrs. P. Honestly, it's possible it could be Mrs. P, but I feel like there's someone else out there that's more sinister. I feel like the villain could possibly be the one who started the whole infection thing, because we don't exactly know how Mrs. P got infected or how she got sick. We don't know that yet. You can't just like it just so basically what she randomly got sick out of nowhere. No, I don't think that's the case. I feel like there's something more going on, that Mr. P doesn't know, that Mr. P doesn't even know. So I feel like it's up to us to investigate, what exactly really happened to Miss P, because by the way, Mrs. P is still out there. She's still out in the city, in the building. She's staring at us from the window. It's kind of obvious, and Mr. P even confirms it himself that he didn't stop Mrs. P. He just let her go. And what you probably mean, like when you say let her go, you can probably think about dead. But no, I don't think that's the case. Mr. P would never do that to his wife. So I think Mrs. P is still out there, infected, but not infected. I don't. Well, actually, she becomes aggressive. Yes. So Mrs. P could be a special infected, and what I mean by that is I feel like she could possibly be the only one who's infected but could actually talk, who actually can talk, because we already know that infecteds cannot talk. They can't talk at all. But I feel like Mrs. P is going to be a special case where she can actually talk, and she actually has control of herself, but obviously as well she's aggressive. And I feel like she could probably be one of the villains as well. And that would throw us a twist. Okay, that would throw us a twist. TSP. We kind of don't know who TSP exactly is. Well, I guess you could say people could argue that the TSP is the researchers or the initials, because you find a note in chapter 12 that says our initials have been compromised or something like that, and those initials could possibly be TSP, which consists of Mrs. P, Bunny, and Sheepy. I believe Sheepy. Will there be a Piggy chapter 2? I mentioned that there are characters that could be skins infected. There's still Georgie's family. They're still infected, and I feel like it's not just gonna, oh hey, you know what, we're just gonna end it with that. We're just gonna end it like that. Everyone's infected. There's no cure. That's it. No, I don't think that's the case. That would be depressing. You guys do realize that would be honestly depressing. So finding a cure for the infected is most likely going to be the main plot. The villain, could be Mrs. P, or it could be the one who, started everything. What do you guys think will the next story be for Piggy 2? And yeah, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, I'll talk to you guys next time.